Welcome to Daily Ad Brief. I'm Christina Daves, your host of More to Media, and today we are headed to Chesapeake, Virginia to chat with Carl Cleanthes of Epic Made. Welcome, Carl.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Okay, you might have one of the coolest jobs ever. I had so much fun going through your website. So let's explain to people what you do.
Sure. We're a digital art and animation studio based out of Chesapeake, Virginia, which is like just outside of Norfolk, but we work all over the country, really, and even overseas a little bit. But we do digital art and animation for entertainment and advertising companies. So we're either working directly with entertainment brands, doing cool stuff for like Nickelodeon or Sci-Fi, TNT, stuff like that, or we work with media and advertising companies to make assets for their campaign that they maybe couldn't do with just their in-house team. So.
What's the coolest thing you've ever done? Neatest project you've worked on?
I mean, we kind of have this litmus test before we bring things in that like we have to be excited about it or we're not going to do it. So like I like everything we're doing, but I'd say the thing we were super stoked about was we got to redo the intro animation for SpongeBob SquarePants. So we all just nerded out on that. But I have listened to that theme song like at least 200 times now, like this year. So it's a lot. But that was
Oh my
probably the
gosh,
thing we were like most nerded out about. So
that's hysterical. So, how do you get your business? I mean, there can't. I imagine there's not a ton of people doing what you do. It's got to be a really fine art to doing that. But to convince people that they need this type of animation to stand out, how do you do your marketing?
yeah, right now we still do a lot of just word of mouth, a lot of networking. I'm in a mastermind. I use lunchclub.com, which has been really powerful since COVID started. So those things, and it's just building relationships. I'm the president of my AIGA chapter in Hampton Roads, which is a national trade organization for creatives. So again, it's really just relationship and networking building. And then once I get someone to check out our stuff, like you go to our website, you can almost kind of picture your brand with these things, or you can't, and it's very fracturing, which I think is great because if you can't visualize it, it doesn't get you excited for something you're working on, then we probably weren't going to be a good fit, and then we probably won't get a phone call. So it works great that way.
I was just going to ask you that. So, what types of companies? Does an accounting firm or a law firm use that kind, or is it really more creative types of companies?
It's so funny. So yeah, right out the gate, we're like, all right, well, we always say accountants, right? Right. That's the thing. It's like, all right, you got a suit and a tie and a comb over, and they just were everything's square. And like one of our best clients for a long time was an accountant that wanted his stuff to be different, right? He wanted these 3D assets that we build. He wanted like illustrative pieces. He wanted like funky portraits for his team. And they ended up selling the company a few years ago. On a good note, he just retired. So yeah, but mostly it is more creative types, breweries. We do a lot of stuff. We've done some stuff with tattoo parlors. Obviously anything in the entertainment space like TV and media, they're all creative, right? So like that's a no brainer on that side. But you'd be surprised. I've seen it work well in almost any sector for someone that wants to say, "Hey, we do serious work, but we also have fun." And there's more and more of that, even as lawyers, even as CPAs and things of that nature.
It's funny you say that. I'm working with a title company, and that's exactly what we're doing. Title is boring. We make it
Mhm.
fun. So you're right. I think people are looking for that different angle. Thank you for joining
Yeah,
us today, Carl. It was really, really fun. I really enjoyed that.
yeah, for sure, no problem.
And to learn more about Carl and Epic Made, head over to Daily Ad Brief. I'm Christina Daves, your host of More to Media, and I'll see you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.